Hello, everybody. And we are live tonight. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and this is Lindy's Treehouse. Come on up. Have a seat on this crazy, stormy night. We've had, hope everybody's had a good day. I'm always super excited to see y'all on Thankful Thursday. We love Thankful Thursday. And yes, we are live. Thank you. Thank you, chatters. Thanks for jumping in. We got Bill H in the house already. And we got John Wayne Cowboy. He stopped by to say hi. And Bill H said he's having thunderstorms where he's at right now. So Bill, please be safe. Please be safe. We've had rain and 42 degrees pretty much all day. Still crazy, right? I mean, like, oh my gosh. John Wayne said, "Hey, Bill, are you in the dark?" Yeah, it's Bill said he lost power. So I totally can relate to that stuff. Losing power. It's no fun. It's no fun. Hey, Shani, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Gosh, appreciate it. Yo, Linda, what's up? Shani's the best. Scooby-Doo's in the house. Cool. I am so glad that you guys are all, that you're here tonight. And Scuba said that the koozie came yesterday. Thanks, Linda. Munchkin has used it already. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're enjoying your koozies. I love to see people happy and yeah, we'll do a little trivia thing later on, and maybe somebody else has a chance to win a koozie tonight, because we have stickers. I give stickers away. I give cool koozies away. Yes. Will Fly got his yesterday. His American flag. Yes. Will Fly picked that one. And then Munchkin did this one here, the tie-dye. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, so I am like really excited to have y'all here. Yeah, Munchkin said that it's good quality, nice and thick. Yes. I was very, very impressed with them. And I'm probably going to order some more because I had so much fun. I have so much fun giving these to people that, yeah, I'm going to order some more. I think they're super cool. I was at, I know I'm starting to collect koozies again, I guess, you know. I went to, what was it? Dunham's Sports a couple weeks ago. And I saw this cool koozie for Independence Day. And I picked one up. I thought this was really neat. I like Dunham Sports. I don't know if you guys shop there. I don't buy a whole lot of stuff there, but I like their sales. I've always found some really cool shirts and whatnot to wear at Dunham's. So I think I said it right. Dunham's. You know me with my pronunciation and all that stuff. And I'm just going to keep going here and wait for everybody to get in the chat tonight. I so appreciate everybody. We got Munchkin in the house. Bill H is in the house. Shane is here. And we got Cowboy. Cowboy just got home. So he's going to be doing a lot of resting. And gosh, I have like so much to talk about tonight. We're going to do trivia. We're going to do I don't know, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to talk about what's been going on this week. I hope that you're all having a good week so far. I can't believe it's already Friday, and today is May 1st. So May 1st to me means it's my birthday month. Yes. And it's going to be a pretty big birthday. That's for darn sure. You know, every day I thank the Lord that he wakes me up. Every day now. I'm just, always super excited about life anymore, because it's all you can do, right? And I think tonight we're going to talk a little bit about, because we're getting into summertime and people are going to start taking vacations and all that. So I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, my birthday is going to be yes, I call my birthday month. Yes. Kids Burton. What's up, Kids Burton? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Wow, this is so cool. I'm just glad. Wow, welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and we're here every Thursday night. Yes, yes, for Thankful Thursday. And I'm just thankful that you are all here, and I will try and keep up with the chat. I miss my co-hosts, of course, Michelle and Gypsy Linda Kramer, and I do keep in touch with them every day, and I check on them, and it's like Michelle, she's working 2 jobs. She's working her butt off. I love her, though. I told you I adopted her, just like I adopted Scotty, Mr. French Fry. I adopted him, too. I just love, I love both those kids. I really do. And I love all of you because you're here tonight. And I've got all my fancy-wancy notes and books and all that stuff. And like I said, this is my birthday month, so I'm just going to celebrate every single day. And I know I miss Kramer. I do. I miss her. I miss her a lot. And I'm hoping she's staying safe. I've been following the storm, my storm chasers on TV, and Texas has been getting hit really hard with storms. It's been really bad with tornadoes and everything. And I've got a lot of rodeo peeps over there too, and I worry about them. I have to say, besides the ice storms here, we've been pretty blessed with good weather. I can't complain. We need the rain. It's been raining all day, and which I don't mind. But I tell you what, when I work on my show a day before, and I just Google things and write things down and all that. And my gosh, next month I'll be doing my show a year already. And I'm on my 48th show. 48 guys and gals. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I couldn't have done that with all you supporting me, just being there and helping me through all this and help me at the very beginning when Scooby-Doo jumped in when I was trying to figure everything out. And I had JD, my girl, JD Lear had her help me too, my Miss Flamingo, get everything started. And I couldn't have done it without y'all. So you're the ones. I'm here because you're here. I do it for you. So ice storms are so cold. Yes, yes. Shani, I had no, I had no power for 4 days. And I was so stubborn, Shani, I didn't want to leave. And my son and his wife kept, coming and checking on me and everything. And finally, the 4th day, when it was 41 degrees in my apartment, I decided, I called my sister and they came and got me. And I went downstate for the rest of the week so I could warm up and all that stuff. Yeah, when it was cold like that, I had no hot water. So I couldn't shower like for days, okay? And it was like survival of the fittest. And I don't wish that on anybody. So the next time, I promise, if the power goes off in the middle of winter like it did, or the summer, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. But I toughed it out because I thought it was tough, tough mom, tough grandma, or whatever. I'm like, I'll just stay in bed and 4 to 5 layers of blankets on me for 4 days. It was great. Not really. Eating peanut butter sandwiches, right? Because you can't cook. So all these things that we take, that we take for granted, right? The hot water and all that. And the, you all know the prima donna that I am. I have to have this, I have to have that, and the glamper and all that, how I always talk. But Munchkin says, I think it's that wild ice thing, Shane. Yeah. Yes. So Anyway, I was looking up some things today, and I'm going to, watch more people to get in the chat tonight. And welcome all my chatters. I'm just so happy that you're here tonight. And we will do a little trivia thing so somebody can go home with a with a sticker or my beautiful koozies tonight. So I was reading up on some things, and they said that human-like robots ran a half marathon in China the other day. Robots were running in the marathon in China. They were running with people, normal people running. They had robots that were running with them. And I just thought that was really fascinating. I can't imagine. But yeah, I was reading that, and China said they had human-like robots that ran a half marathon in China. I mean, wow. I can't imagine that. But then you're going to start seeing more and more robots in the grocery stores and everything, right? Doing the work that robots already start replacing people as it is, right? I can't imagine having a robot marathon, but I thought I would share that with you. And then number 2, what I found was how many of you in there like comic books? Or when you were younger, did you used to read comic books? I know a lot of people. I know when I was in Arizona, there was a gal that I worked with that they had a convention every year for comic books. And she was just comic book freak about, comic books. And she would go to convention every year. And so they're having free comic book day is May 3rd. So I don't know. Let's see. Bill H said, I had a robot deliver my food in a restaurant. Oh my gosh. I've seen that on, I think I saw that on Facebook or something. That's crazy, Bill H. That's just crazy. What restaurant was that, Bill? I think I saw something on TV. My storm runners were going through a drive-through and a robot served their food. They were talking to a robot the whole time they were ordering their food. It's crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, how many people had comic books when they were growing up? Just put in the chat. How many people had comic books? I know my brother did, my oldest brother. There was comic books all over the basement. I just remember. They had, what was it? Name me some comic books in the chat, you guys. We're doing a little trivia here. Name some comic books. What you used to see in the stores. Remember, you could go to your favorite, they used to call them drugstores growing up. I don't think they call it a drugstore anymore here. We don't call them pharmacy. It was some burger shop. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think some of the comic books that were out there. Help me out, chatters. What were some comic books? I know there was Superman. I remember Superman. That came out. What were some other ones? My brother used to get, now I can't think of it. I know there's another comic book that was out my brother used to get all the time. He had like stacks of comic books. I bet they're worth a lot of money now. But I don't know. Yeah, you guys, if you can think of any comic books you grew up with, or your somebody in your family. Archie, that's a good answer. Yeah. Wow. Archie. Is that crazy or what? What was the other one? Oh my gosh. I can picture it. Picture him, my brother reading the comic book, and then I can't think of what it was. Who remembers Highlight magazines? Remember Highlight magazines? You go to the dentist or the doctors, they always have Highlight magazines laying around on the coffee table. Remember that? They don't put, I don't think when you go to the doctors anymore, they don't put magazines out there anymore like they used to. Ever since, Man Magazine, that's the one, John Wayne. Yeah, yes, thank you. Ding, 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 ding. How did you know? That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, correct. Mad Magazine. Yep. My oldest brother. Yep. He did Mad Mag. He had Mad magazines all over the place. Scuba said highlight. I liked looking for the hidden stuff. I know, right, Scuba? Yeah. Cool answers, everybody. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. And Scott's in the house. Hi, Scotty. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. French Fries in the house. He said Alfred P. Newman. Yes. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining in or if you're watching, my viewers and listeners and all that, welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. It's Thursday night, and I'm Paramount USA. And I'm always happy to be with everybody on Thursdays because I'm thankful for all of you. Just been following me since, I was telling everybody I started my show last summer in June. So when I get to my 50th show, we'll celebrate. It'll be fun when I get to my 50th, because that's quite a milestone for me to get to my 50th show. And then another milestone will be, as you know, my birthday. It's on Mother's Day. So that's my next milestone. That's a huge milestone. That was the name of the guy on Mad Magazine. You're right. And Bill said Action Comics. Yeah, that's right. Good job. I love these answers. That is so cool. So, so I thought I would throw a little trivia in there. And I thought this was cute. I read this on Facebook, and it said, all of us older folks know all about living on the edge. Why? Because we used to answer the phone without knowing who it was. Right? Oh, Bill says internet outage. Oh no. And John Wayne said Bazooka Joe. Good answer, John Wayne. Yes. Oh my gosh. I remember all those. Yeah. An internet outage too. Oh my gosh. Bill, I forgot where you're at again. And Scott says, I remember the bubble gum, Bazooka Joe. Oh yeah. Oh, yes. Bazooka gum. That's the best. Oh, I loved it. Yeah. Those little squares, they were huge, right? Yeah. I remember that. I don't know, when do they come out with Bazooka gum in the package? Or like the chew, the chew packages. When do they come out with Bazooka in the, in the packages? The long string, yes. John Wayne said had a cartoon wrapped up in it. There you go. So much fun things, right? And then we couldn't wait to get the Sunday newspaper and go and look in the comics section, right? Remember that? Yeah, reading the comics in the comics section. Yes. So all of us older folks know all about living on the edge. We used to answer the phone without knowing who it was. Boy, ain't that the truth? Yes. And Bill says, I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Oh, be safe, Bill. And Scott says the pink rectangular pieces with the ridges on top. Yes. Yeah. I remember me and my friends were sitting around, and I remember we were all sitting around outside, and it was kind of warm out or whatever, I was growing up. And the bubble gum, I wanted to, we were all sitting around who could make the biggest bubble, bubble gum and biggest bubble or whatever. And I made this big one, and when it broke all over my face. Yeah, so I had bubble gum stuck to my face. I remember going home in tears, and it took my mom forever to get the bubble gum off my face, but the bubble, had just burst like a cartoon character, I had bubble gum all over my face. But I just want to say welcome, chatters. We got Scotty in the house. We got Cowboy John in the house. Welcome, Cowboy John. We have Shani. Shani stopped by tonight. Welcome, Shani. Welcome from Florida. See, Shani's a lot warmer than I am. That's for sure. And we've got Munchkin in the house. A lovely Munchkin. And we have Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's in the house. Thank you. And then I had somebody else jumped in the chat tonight too, and I apologize. I would have to go back and see the name again. If you want to throw that name in there again in the comments, that'd be cool. And I'm glad everybody's here tonight. Yeah, I've got like so much stuff to catch up on, because I know we have ready to pair motors at 9 o'clock tonight. So I know you're all going to be, we'll all be heading over there at 9. So it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. So I have fun facts here. We're going to work on some fun facts. Okay. No, we'll wait. Let's, I was reading, I'm all over the place because I'm just super excited tonight. I was reading something about, because I was thinking when we talked about the space capsule going up, you know, and all that stuff, the space thing. And I found these space, I was feeling spacey today. So I looked up some space facts, okay? And they're called something that they're trying to give the astronauts to use, and they're called lunar caves. Have you guys heard of lunar caves? And can you tell me what they are? And I'll tell you what they are. And I've never heard of these before, but they call them lunar caves. And it's supposed to make, I looked it up. Hi, Will Fly, welcome. No problem, Will. Will's in the house. Welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying your new koozie. That was cute. You got that little picture, him holding the koozie last night. That was really nice. Like I said, I love to see people happy and smiling and all that. And I'm glad that you're all enjoying my koozies, and Munchkin got hers. So we'll do a little trivia later so somebody can take home a koozie tonight. But anyway, so we were talking about space things. And they said lunar caves could be used to house future astronauts. And I looked it up. Scott says, I heard the name, but hadn't looked it up to see what it was. Hey, Greg Laney, welcome. Greg Laney says, I'm listening as I'm packing to head out for a wedding tomorrow a.m. All right, Greg. I hope you're having a good day and a good week and all that. Good to see you here. You know, I appreciate all my chatters. Anyway, I looked it up what the lunar caves are, and it's pretty cool. They said they offer a promising solution for future lunar bases and shelters. They provide natural protection from the extreme temperatures, variations, and radiations. And I learned a new word, okay? Micrometeorites. That's a mouthful, right? They call them micrometeorites that characterize the lunar surface. And they said this shielding could allow for long-term, large-scale human presence on the moon. Is that cool or what? I never knew what a lunar cave was. Now you all know. Y'all know. So kind of keep all this in mind when I'm talking about these different things, because at the end of the show, at the end of my live stream, I will, see who guesses what the word of the night. So you want to pay attention, different things that I'm going to be talking about tonight. But yeah, I thought I would share those facts with you about lunar caves. You can Google it, look it up, and you'll see the picture of it. It's kind of cool looking. And so I thought that was really interesting. Let's see. So then we were talking destinations. All right. Now we're going to go into fun facts. Okay. All right. So you know the word newspaper, right? Do you know what newspaper stands for? Do you know what newspaper stands for? And I didn't know this. Okay. These are just fun little things that I look up, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So newspaper, what do you think newspaper stands for, everybody? Newspaper. Okay. So the N is, yes. Oh, John Wayne, you are so smart, dude. That's right. See, I didn't know that. And John answered it. North, east, west, south. Yes. Yeah. And Greg says it's an acronym for something, but I forgot what. Well, yeah, John Wayne said, yeah, north, east, west, south. And then paper is past and present event report. So that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Greg Laney said in Sweden they read Swen paper. Oh, really? Really? Swen paper. That's funny. Let me see here. I'm afraid if I don't want to click on anything. I'm going to go back in the chat here real quick. And Kids Burton. Okay. I had to say hi to Kids Burton again. I had to go back on the chat. Will Fly said, I thought it was noteworthy events, weather, and sports. Well, it's close. That's close, Will. Yeah, that's close. Anyway, that's kind of a fun fact. So now we're going to go into talking about cheetahs. We're going to talk about a little bit of animals and, yeah, different things or whatever, because it's kind of fun. But cheetahs are, did you know that cheetahs are the fastest land animals, that they can reach speeds up to 70 miles per hour? So when I read this, like the cheetahs, that they can reach up to 70 miles per hour, I thought of oh wait, Will Fly said sports, not sprots. That's entirely different. Tiger Woods. Greg says, never play poker in the jungle because there's a lot of cheetahs. Greg Laney, you crack me up. Never play poker in the jungle because there's a lot of cheetahs. Oh my God. You gotta save those for Shaney's show, because Shaney's probably gonna steal that joke. That's funny. That's funny, Greg. You're a funny guy. Gosh, I'm glad you come and hang out with us in the treehouse. You make everybody laugh. Oh my God. Tiger Woods, cheetah, get it? So I was thinking, because I know, yeah, foot launch, right? So do you imagine yourself as a cheetah when you run across that field foot launching? You know? Do you feel like you're running 70 miles an hour? I bet it feels like that. You know, when you run across the field. I see what Will Fly did there. You guys are funny. But I was just picturing you, all that do the foot launching, and you're running up the field and running down the field. If you feel like you're running cheetah, getting up in the air, and then do you like how I do my illustration of flying the paramotor, holding those lines and everything? Scuba says, a man assaulted me with milk yesterday. What, Scuba? What? You got assaulted you with milk yesterday? How dare he? You guys are on a roll tonight. Oh my God, you're killing me. You are all killing me. Okay. All right, here's a funny one. We're going to, it says, Will Fly, Tiger had enough mistresses to have his own golf course. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, good old Tiger Woods. Okay, I got a funny one. When do bees get married? We're talking bees, because we're going to talk about bees tonight too. Bees, B-E. And you will not believe what we're going to talk about tonight. Aha. See, I'm on a roll here. When do bees get married? When they find their honey. That's when they're going to get married. When do bees get married? When they find their honey. Honeymoon. Yeah. You got a terrible joke, Scott? Oh boy. Okay, keep it G now, okay? Keep it G. We got kids watching. I'm so happy you're all here. I really am. I can't stop smiling. I love my Thankful Thursdays. I you know, I mean, I've got a ton of stuff here to go through tonight, so we gotta keep it rolling. So, did you know that bees have teeth? Do you know that? I didn't know that bees have teeth. They're called mandibles, which are lower jaws with serrated teeth. I did not know. So you can, when the bee stings you, I didn't even look that up, the stinger. So they're actually biting you and stinging you at the same time, maybe, when the bees. I don't know. But it says these teeth are used for chewing, cutting, and shaping material such as wax and pollen. Is that crazy? I find that hard to believe. I find that hard to believe. Yes. But yeah, I did not know that bees have teeth. What the heck? So no wonder it hurts so much when they sting you, because they're not just stinging you, they're biting you. Oh my God. So you're not just seeing the stinger in there, you're probably seeing teeth marks. I love the bees. I mean, I'm all about the bees, right? But not about the stinging. No, stinging me. I will run. Because I've gotten stung from bees before. And thank God I'm not allergic to them, because I wouldn't be here sitting here right now, right? Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one, okay? We're going to have the next bee, and we're getting away from the bees now, okay? All right. Okay, how many hearts do you think octopuses have? Okay, we're going to talk about octopus. And so octopuses have 3 hearts and 8 arms. One pumps blood around the body, and the other 2 pump it into the gills. Is that crazy? Wow. Yeah, they have 3 hearts and 8 arms. That's right, Scuba. Yeah, yep. Is that crazy? I told you I have fun with this. This is what I do for 2 hours on the day before the show. Oh, yeah, I saw Finding Dory the other day. I forgot. Oh, Finding Dory. Okay. And let's see. Greg Lane says, I know how many tickles it takes to make an octopus laugh. Really need 10 tickles. Greg Laney, you need to be my co-host. I need a co-host, Greg. You'd be awesome, Greg. You would, to be a co-host, be my co-host every Thursday night with these jokes and everything. You would be really good. You're so personable and everything. I need a co-host. I just sit there and hang out with everybody and that has a personality. I can't just have anybody jump in the studio with me. You know how I am. So, yeah. And what do you think the lifespan of a octopus is? What do you think the lifespan? Put in the chat what you think. And welcome everybody. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and it is Thursday, Thankful Thursday, and it's May 1st already. And I'm just glad that you're all here, just hanging out with me. I'm always excited for Thankful Thursday. Greg Laney says the only thing funnier than my launches are my launches. Greg Laney's 52 years. No, octopuses don't live. They don't live 52 years. Their lifespan is 1 to 5 years, it says. Scuba, why can't we hear pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent. Oh my God. And Greg Lane says, then my jokes are my launches. 4 years. You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, I can't believe all the jokes in here tonight. You guys are so cool. You guys are my guys and gals in here. Yes, yes. I'm so happy that you're all here. My listeners and viewers, thank you for stopping by tonight. Make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribe to my channel. And I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers too. Yeah, they're awesome. I couldn't do the show without you, really. And I do it for you. I mean, I do it for me too, but I love to do it for you guys. And all this work I do every Wednesday, all day long, it's so worth it. Because you really have to be creative, right? And to do a live stream, it's not for the faint of heart. Will Fly said, typical for me, failed launch. Failed launch. Wait, a failed launch or lunch? A failed launch would be like if you go to work and forget your lunch. That'd be a failed lunch. Yes. Okay, we're going to move on to kangaroos. We're going to talk about kangaroos real quick. And it says kangaroos can't walk backwards because their tail prevents them from moving backwards. Huh. Yeah, I guess I've never seen a kangaroo. I've never seen a kangaroo go backwards. So I can understand that would be kind of hard to do, hop backwards. Yeah, I've never seen a kangaroo hop backwards. Scooby-Doo says, as long as I don't have a failed lunch. Yes. Yeah, that you had me going there with that milk joke. I was like, why would somebody throw milk at Scooby-Doo? That's not very nice. So yeah, kangaroos can't walk backwards because their tail. Prevents them from moving backwards because of their long tail. Okay, we're going to go back to I wish Scuba could come to Fly It for Gage. It would have been great to see him. Scuba's laughing. You guys, you're cracking me up tonight. Did you know bees can, we're back to the bees again, okay, because my notes are saying we're talking about bees again, that bees can recognize human faces, like beekeeper faces. And we already know that bees have teeth, but you want to be nice to the bees, right? Because, yeah, you want to be nice to the bees. And, okay, here's some more fun facts, okay? We're going right through here. Did you know bats have belly buttons? I never knew that a bat had belly buttons. I know. This is really making me go batty. So I'm trying, I had to read about the bats. Yeah, that's what they said. That that's all I have. The facts that I have for bats is that bats have belly buttons. John Wayne says all mammals. I've never gotten close to a bat to see if they have a belly button. Munchkin said, Scuba, get me a bat so I can check. Oh, yeah, you could have it. Yeah, Munchkin, the bats don't take out much. They don't take much room. So it would just sleep up. They hibernate, right? Don't they hibernate in the wintertime or something? So they would just hide in your, in the corner in your kitchen or something. And then when they're done hibernating, they just fly down and eat breakfast with you and all that. Isn't that how that works? Can you imagine having a pet bat? Oh my God. Oh man, Scuba says, nope, I'm good. I told you, it's like that movie with Chevy Chase. Remember that? And the bats were flying around in the cabin. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. I would go freaking batty. I would have those bats. And don't they make noises? Bats make little noises, don't they? I think they do. I've never been that close to a bat, but maybe a baseball. Like I used to play with my brother had a baseball bat. It's not the same though. Okay, so do you know that otters? Okay, Scuba says, Linda, how the hell could you see when you went flying That's a lot of hair. Because it was tucked behind when they put the helmet on me. It was all tucked, in my jacket and everything. So yeah, it didn't. Actually, no, I had a scrunchie, and I just pulled my hair back with the scrunchie, and then they put the helmet on my head. Scooby Doo. That's how I did. Yeah. Then otherwise, it would be kind of dangerous. And then poor Eric Lear, the pilot, the awesome pilot that he is, that took me up in the air twice. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to see. All he would see is my hair going all over the place. So, yeah, yeah. Will Fly said she could see it was the pilot behind that was blind. Yeah, yeah. They're already, Torchboard's flying's coming up the end of Memorial Weekend. So I'm super excited. I think Bonnie and Brian Franz are going to be there, and Joe Adele's going to be there, and I think Jade and Eric are going to be there. So I am super stoked. I'm going to see a lot of people there at Torch. I don't know if I'm going up in the air. If somebody maybe offers to take me up, I probably will. I'll go up, but I don't have the money, to go up in the air if I wanted to or whatever. So, but yeah, if somebody said they wanted to take me up at Torchport, I probably would do it, even though my family said, don't do it. Don't do it. Craig B. Hi, Craig B. Craig B says, good day, Paramount. I can't stop in for long. Stuff to do before. And hi, everyone. Welcome, Craig B. Thanks for stopping by. You guys are awesome. Greg B, it's actually tomorrow already where Greg B is, the Aussie. Good day, mate. I love that. Yep. Greg B's from Australia. I got parapeats from all over in my chat. All you listeners and viewers, if you're listening and all that. We just have a really good time. So don't be shy. Jump in the chat. Say hi. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification so that you don't miss a show every Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yes, yes, yes. So fun. So fun. Okay, so do you know that otters, OTTORS, hold hands while sleeping? How cute is that? Oh my God. I can't imagine. You hold hands while sleeping. Otters. I don't think humans do that. I don't know. You married people out there, you hold hands while you're sleeping. I know I never, even though I was married, I didn't hold their hands when I was sleeping. But anyway, we'll go on to another one because I know this is going to go somewhere else. They do this, they hold hands so that they don't drift apart. But I guess, yeah, otters are, because, right, they sleep in the water. So I guess that would make sense, right? Okay, then we have sloths, SLOTHS, sloths. Now, this is a fun fact, okay? This is a fun fact, all right? And you guys are going to crack up. Okay. How many times do you think a sloth poops? Yes, I said poops, Poops. How many times do you think a sloth poops a week? How many times do you think a sloth poops a week? Scuba says interlock switch is $60 for a darn piece of metal. What the heck? Oh, they're talking paramotor parts, whatever. Yes. Sloths only poop once a week. Yeah, once a week. Oh my God, I'd be dead. No way. Oh my gosh. It says that they minimize the amount of time spent on the ground where they are more vulnerable. And they said they live 20 to 40 years and they sleep 15 hours a day. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. And people, And people think the sloths are the cutest things ever, but I don't know. Scuba says, "I'll know, Linda, generator stuff so you can hook to your house." Oh, okay. Okay. I know all about generators. Traveling the rodeo trail, believe me. And all the pain in the butt that the generators were. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you what. Isn't it square too? Let's see. The generator can hook to your house. Yeah, my son, I know my son that lives here, they finally got a generator after the power went out and everything. So if it happens again, at least I know I can go to their house if the power ever goes out here. Munchkins of vultures pee down their legs to disinfect them from standing on dead stuff. Ew. Oh, Munchkin. Oh, gosh. Wow. Wow. Ew. Well, welcome, my chatters. Thank you so much. Everybody stopping by tonight. Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, as you already know. And I'm just always happy to be here on Thursday nights. And I'm thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for all of you. Let's see. Marine animals. Did you know that polar bears have black skin, which helps them absorb sunlight for warmth, thick for insulation? Oh, wait, it's wombats that poop squares. And Will Fly said, really enjoyed Robert's latest video. Yeah, my son Robert. Yeah. Was that cool or what? My heart was like, oh my gosh, he is so high up there. Yeah. And when he landed, that's on his property, Will. Yeah, he's getting really good at, I don't know where he's at tonight. He's probably flying or doing yard work or something. Robert Michaels, if you are listening, I know you're out there somewhere. My son, he's doing really good flying. He's getting pretty good at this paramotor stuff. I don't know who he was flying with, though. I think it was Jeff Hammond. You guys all know Jeff. I think that's his buddy, his flying buddy. I think that's who he was flying with. But yeah, what a daredevil, right? He's always been a Robert's always been a daredevil. Well, both my boys are daredevils. That's for sure. Yeah, so polar bears have black skin, which helps them absorb sunlight for warmth, thick for insulation. So I didn't know that they have black skin, which helps them absorb sunlight. So I like polar bears. They seem like really nice creatures. I hope they're not coming extinct and all that, you know. And then we'll go on to the next one because we're just moving right along. Owls. Did you know that owls don't have eyeballs? They have eye tubes. I didn't know that either. Hoot, hoot. What does the owl say? Woot, woot. Hoot, hoot. I don't know. Put in the chat how the owl says. What's the owl say? Hoo, hoo. That's what it is. As Molly looks at me like, Mom, my kitty's like Mom's losing her mind. Yeah, owls don't have eyeballs. They have eye tubes. Wow. Can you imagine? Imagine going to the eye doctor and saying, I need to get my eye tubes checked. They'd be looking at me funny. Give a hoot, don't pollute. That's right. Yeah, y'all got to check out Robert Michael's video, fine video. It's on his paragliding talk page. I think that's where you can find it. Or if you want it, I'll send it to you because he sent it to me because I couldn't find it at first. So he sent it and I watched it. Okay, so then we have butterflies. Do you know that butterflies taste with their feet? Okay, they're called chemoreceptors. Yeah, their feet. The butterflies' feet are called chemoreceptors. Is that cool or what? They can detect chemicals in the environment. They can detect chemicals on flowers. The butterflies can. I thought that was really interesting. See, I do all this. I write all these things down, right? Because I learn things, and then I can share stuff, share things with you all, right? Let's see. Okay, so now, then we're going to go with because I got the rest of the here, and then we'll do our trivia and see if I can give away a koozie tonight. You have your choice, the American flag or the other one. Yes, the tie-dye or sticker. So I know some of you already have stickers or you already have these koozies. Let's see. When I step on dog crap, I can detect it too. Yeah, John Wayne. Yes, I agree. I agree. Scuba says, I know dragonflies can fly really high because one passed me at 1,300 feet. Wowza. Dang. I guess so. Oh man, if a dragonfly flew in my hair, it'd be all over. I'd be like doing the dance. I would be doing the dance. And let me see now. I'm going to see if I have. Oh yeah, let me show you my one of my paintings. And you can tell me what you think, what it looks like. Can you guys see it? Can you see it? Let me know if you can see it. It's my painting. I think it's kind of cool. I would go walking to the bay, and I walk by this little swampy area that I think is really beautiful because there's all kinds of things growing in this swamp. A lot of people ignore the hidden treasures. And so I came home and y'all see my painting, and I came home and did a painting. I got inspired by the swamp, looking at the swamp. And this is kind of what I was seeing from the picture. What do y'all think? And I painted this last summer. Yeah, there's this cool area by the what do you think, peeps? Can you see it? So you never know what hidden talents you have until you get out there, when you try different things. And I didn't know I could paint. But yeah, so everybody that's listening or whatever, you got to find something that you like to do and just do it. Life's too short. So with that being said, I'm going to move this over here. Don't mind me. Okay, there we go. All right. Scuba says, I see an asteroid hitting water in that pic. Scott says, looks like a grassy area of flowers and cattails. There you go. See? And that's the thing. When people look at, when they look at the pictures, everybody sees something different, yeah, we all look at it and like, I see this and I see that. So that's kind of cool that, that everybody, when you go to the art gallery and all that, everybody can see something different. So anyway, one more. Okay. So the other thing I looked up was I looked up destination songs. Okay. And it said, how many, okay, I'm going to test you guys. How many destination songs do you think are out there that people like listen to? What do you think? Like songs that are wrote, destination songs. How many songs do you think? Just throw some numbers out there. How many destination songs? There's you'll be surprised of the numbers because I looked it up. Because I thought, when you go on vacation stuff, you always there's so many destination songs you like to listen to, Leaving on a Jet Plane. We got Life is a Highway, On the Road Again, Mexico, Ramblin' Man, all those things. 1,492. Nope. Lot. Yeah. There's actually 2,000 songs are out there. 2,000 songs. So, all right. So you heard what we were all talking about tonight. And I want you to guess. I'm going to pick out a word out of my notes here. Don't mind me. Okay. What did I say at the beginning of the show that we were going to talk about tonight? What do you guys remember? What word or whatever? Or what? Yeah. What did I say when we started the show what we were going to talk about? Were you listening earlier, Will Fly? Will Fly? Scott says coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Micrometeorites. Night, John. Be safe, cowboy. Be safe. Let's see. All right, let's do this. I want you to put a song in the chat. I just named, you heard me name some songs, right? So put a song in the chat. What song? A couple of the names that I threw out there just now that people would listen to on the chat. Yeah, Scott. So when I was just talking about some songs here that people like to listen to when they go on their destinations. So I named like three songs just now. Do you know what they are? Or throw a song in there and I'll see if it's on my list. What's a good destination song? Will Fly. Good answer, Will Fly. But you already got a that's one of them. But you already have a koozie. So I want to give a koozie out to somebody that hasn't got a koozie yet. So give me another, name another song. Name another song. So there's two of them. Okay. Let's see. Maybe you can guess. What's the name of that one? That's, let's see. Another one that is Rocky Mountain High, John Denver. That's a good one. All right, Bill H. We'll say Rocky Mountain High then. So Bill H gets a koozie tonight. Good job. Yes. We have Destination by Nickel Creek. So Bill H, send me your address. Bill H guessed it. And I'll send you a koozie, Bill H. So you can DM me your address or whatever. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys and gals? All right. Bill H, he guessed it. Well, I'm going to, I know you guys, we want to all head over to Dave's show. Yes. And Bill H, he wins the koozie. Congratulations, Bill H. Bill H, which one do you want? I forgot. Which one do you want? You got to tell me if you want the American flag or you want the other one. You got to put in the chat which one you want. Or when you message me, or tell me if you want this one, which one. And I'll make a note of it. Thank you, chatters, for stopping by tonight. The other one, which one? This one? Do you want the tie-dye one? Bye, Greg B. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Okay, so you want this one, right? You want this one? Yep, you said yes. Okay, so you want the tie-dye one. All right, we'll get that out to you, Bill. Just send me your address. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, chatters. We had Bill H in the house. We had Scott, Munchkin, Scooby-Doo. We had Shaney. I just, Craig B., Greg Laney. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all my chatters in the house tonight. Thank you so much. I won't be reading any little thingies here. unless you want me to real quick before we leave. And this is a magnificent journey you're on. Don't be afraid to explore unfamiliar territory. If you do happen to get lost, you will stumble across some of the most interesting discoveries you ever made. Wander down roads you've never taken before or ones you'll never chance upon again. Life isn't a travel guide to follow. It's an adventure to undertake. So y'all be safe out there. Bill H, I'll get that out to you. Thank you, all my chatters. Y'all have a blessed rest of your week. Let's see. I'm so grateful for your support. Your loyalty means the world to me, and I thank you for being a part of my journey. So we got Tuesday night hangout with Shani, Will Fly, and Nick J. So make sure at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check out their show. On Thursdays, of course, Lindy's Treehouse right here. All right, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then Friday nights we have Scuba Vapes with Scuba and Munchkin, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So okay, thank you, Bill H. And make sure that you check out all the cool shows that are here. And then every other week we got Ready to Paramotor. So thank you. Yeah. So we'll head over to the other show. And you guys all have a great evening, rest of your weekend. Be safe, everybody. Prayers for Texas. You guys are getting hit so hard tonight. And I just wish you all the best. And don't forget to pray. Say your prayers. Jesus loves you. I love you. And if you want to put some hearts in the chat real quick, because we always do hearts before we leave. And I'll see you all next Thursday right here on Lindy's Treehouse, Paramount USA. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification. And you can always watch the show later. So I appreciate you guys viewing my show. Even if you don't see it tonight, you can watch it later, and make sure when you're viewing it, you hit that like button. Okay? Thank you so much. Much love. Peace out. And I will see you all next week. Okay? Okay. Me and my big hair and my cowboy hat be right here. Yeehaw. Yep. I'll be right here waiting for y'all. So y'all be safe. Okay? Behave. Thank you. Thank you for the laughs and the conversations tonight, too. You're all the best. You really are. I have to look back on my last chat, my new chatter that was in here, and I almost missed it. And I have to say thank you for being in the chat tonight. The jokes were funny as heck, everybody. I know I'm still here. I'm just, I'm zooming through the chat stuff. I know it should be coming up here pretty quick. Let's see here. I'm looking at all your funny comments tonight, and I so appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, and I thank you for stopping by and all that good stuff. So y'all be safe, and like I said, say your prayers, everything, and I love you, and Jesus loves you, and all that stuff. So I'm giving big hearts, and I'll see y'all next week. Okay. Bye.